Look,
wake up, Mr. West.
Yeah, I ain't got to wake up, Mr. West.
I'll say it this way. Number one, he was never the same after the passing of his mother. Number one. May Allah be pleased with Sister Donda. He was never the same. And, you know, my mother recently passed in March. So that's something I identify with. It's a different level of pain. You know, it's very particularly kind. So that's one. The next thing is he was never the same after he was committed to a psychiatric facility. I know exactly how deep that is. It's called a 72-hour hold where they can do virtually anything. They can put you on drugs. They can give you what they call ECT, electroconvulsive therapy. Makes it sound nicer, but the original name is electroshock.
Shock therapy.
It was originated by how they were testing on pigs to make them easier to be slaughtered. So they would put these two electrodes on the brain, on the head of a pig to shock them so that they would not be able to move. That's how they tested it, and they started doing that on human beings. I don't know if he was put under ECT, but he did confirm that he was committed to a psych ward and put on those drugs, and after that, he was never the same. Then from that point, you started to see a lot of erratic, crazy things that made no sense, that went against the things that he was teaching originally. So at this point, one, he doesn't have the right people around him. Is what I'm noticing. This is just from my analysis. He doesn't have the right people around him. Two, he doesn't have the right people around him holding him accountable who can give him the proper direction. Three, as a result of what these drugs do, I have to be honest about all of these factors so that we can look at it. It's not just, oh, the nigga crazy or he's settling out. No. What you're looking at is someone who has been under so many different traumatic circumstances that this is the result. You're looking at a lot of different factors that happen with a person. So I'm not excusing certain things, but we have to explain it. We can't always go to the response or the reaction without looking at the cause. A lot of us don't want to be responsible enough to look at the cause of what happened. No, he's just crazy. No. Back up. What happened to the brother? Because what I'm looking at just is the same thing from a lot of people who I worked with. Those drugs cause suicidal thoughts, homicidal tendencies. Roughly 50% of all people who are on psychotropic drugs are a part of those who commit mass shootings, just so you know. All right? So I want to make it very clear. These are factors that we have to look at. Wellbutrin, Adderall, Thorazine, Zyprexa, Zymbalta, you name it. What is it called? Yeah, Rexulti, Brexpiprazole, the one that Tyrese was on, to where he said, he came out and apologized when he said, when I was crying out on camera, he said, I'm sorry, y'all, I took that psychotropic drug that my therapist gave me and it made me do all that stuff. Okay, just want to make it very clear so we can understand exactly what it is. So where you're looking at this situation now, I saw the White Lives Matter shirt. I said, okay, sure. But that wasn't the point. The point was the fact that white lives have never they've never had to be stated that they mattered. We knew that.
Never been in question.
The fact is ours have blatantly not mattered so much to where we had to make it a statement to let you know that our lives matter. Then it became an organization. Then some people got involved in it, misused it, etc. Yeah, that's later on. That's over there. But the statement itself is reality. So then I looked at the front of the shirt. So the first thing is a protest to a protest. Makes you look like an a-hole, makes you look like you're insensitive, makes you look like, okay, you're just out of your damn mind. Then I saw the front of the shirt. Pope John Paul II. The Pope who apologized in the year 2000, for all of the atrocities, for what the Catholic Church has done for the last 2,000 years. The Pope who begged the world and apologized and said, can you please forgive us? Which, no. Return all the artifacts, return all the money you owe, do all of that. It's not just going to be, we ain't just talking. Show us the receipts so we know it's real, and give everything back so we know it's real. Same thing with Elizabeth of England as well.
I could hear them pushing the kill the pod.
Abort.
I can hear them pushing that.
Man, I gotta get
That's a big button.
P72.
He apologized. Hey, man, listen.
Oh, man, look at millions leaving.
No, you crazy. Listen, this is real. It is real, man.
No, it's facts.
So if you want to ask,
return the artifacts, goddamn.
Return the artifacts, okay? I mean, please, you owe India, talking about the Queen, Elizabeth II, they owe India over 45 trillion, to be exact specifically. But the point is, when it comes to Pope John Paul II on the front of that shirt, that twisted the whole thing for me.
Yeah. And the quote. I'm about to say, and the quote.
And the quote. I was like, oh, that was nice.
And the quote.
Because he snatched everybody's attention, got everybody riled up, emotional, with the back of the shirt. Then the front of the shirt came out, I believe, roughly 24 hours later. And then it was like, oh, wait a minute. What is he doing here? So here's my main thing that I will say. Stop speaking on things you do not have the facts about. I recommend this heavily. This is why they call me Rizza Islam with the facts. I may not have been perfect in my whole career of education, but I do my best to only speak on what I know. The first thing is I'm not going to speak on something until I get the actual facts. Number two, somebody needs to talk to him. And I'm saying somebody who does not want anything from him, nothing like that, go and talk to the brother and get in his head.
The final gut.
Hey, yo, what's poppin'? It's Marc-Black, Marley and Mine Films. Now we gotta talk about this Kanye West shit. You know, I had to show y'all that video because shout out to Rizza. He basically explains the White Lives Matter situation. I get it, but I don't fully. I gotta go do my research on the Pope and all that kind of shit and find out what the quote was. But I guess overall, Kanye was trying to grab everybody's attention with the White Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? He was sending a message. Then the front of the shirt must have meant something else. You got to do your research more because he explained it, but like I don't even want to break that down. You know what I'm saying, like, I guess he apologized for all the wrongdoing that the churches were doing back then. But like he said, artifacts and everything, like, want that back for everything to be all good. It's one thing to have a heart or say something, but like show more than that. You got to show by more than just words. But anyway, the other thing is Kanye's state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people forgetting, one, he lost his mom in the middle of like the height of his career. On top of that, like, she passed. I think she was trying to get like surgery for like, you know, trying to get surgery and get slimmer or some shit like that. Then on top of that, when he spoke out against Jay-Z, Beyonce, and all them, first of all, he stuck up for Beyonce with Taylor Swift. But when he spoke up against them, he ended up, I guess it was the next day after that performance and shit, he ended up getting grabbed up. I mean, that's crazy that they could just make you go to like one of those homes, those rehabs, and whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? But those psych wards, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, supposedly he had shock treatment. Like, that alone is crazy. Like, when I think of stuff like that, I think about movies. Like, even as far as like, what's that recent movie I seen that was based on a true story? When the dude was kidnapping kids, and then that one kid, he ain't put water on his brain, but he put something, and it fucked up he couldn't even walk outside. Matter of fact, Jeffrey Dahmer shit. I'm saying he couldn't even walk outside because the nigga put some shit in his head, like weird shit. But anyway, my whole point is like, drugs alone, because a lot of drugs have side effects. That's one thing. And then on top of that, if they doing shit to like make you, like, who knows if motherfuckers could grab you up and put you somewhere and nobody could say nothing, and they can have you for like 72 hours. Like, even though sometimes it's to help people, because like sometimes some people be bugging, but some people probably don't need that help, but to control you and shit. And if they really do stuff to you, that's some old other shit. Like, imagine if you know that and nobody else believe you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You'll be paranoid and you'll be like, fuck that, I'm letting all this shit out. But that's just my thoughts, man. I ain't gonna keep rambling, man. Shout out to Kanye West. R.I.P. Donda. And what y'all feel about Kanye overall? Y'all think he bugging, or y'all think he got a point? You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes they call you crazy when you know what you're talking about, but sometimes motherfuckers just be crazy, you feel me? So let me know y'all's opinion. It's your boy Marc-Black. Small in my films. I'm out of here. One.